Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to a new video. We've got a few things to get on with this morning. We've got unbox, get those cleaned. We've got a return and then some orders to pack. So let's get you on a chest mount and get on. So our first task for the morning is the saucepan and casserole that I unboxed two videos ago. Time to get those clean. So like I show in the tutorial video I've done on how to remove handles and knobs from the Cruze, that's exactly what I'm going to do with these two. So we'll get the knob off first, and then we'll go for the handle as well. It just makes it easier for cleaning. You don't want to submerge the wooden handles in the cleaning solution. It will swell, potentially rust and rot from the inside. So if it will come off, we'll get it off. If it didn't, I would spray the outside and fill the inside and just do it that way. But always try first. If it comes off, then it's a bit more of a deeper clean. So real gentle with it. Take it off. Keep the handle somewhere safe as well as the hook eye, because obviously those will just go back on once the saucepan is all cleaned up. But pretty straightforward. Then we'll do the same with the casserole dish, which is absolutely disgusting inside. This is going to come up real nice when it's done. But the same again, you literally just unscrew the knob. Always put the nut back in so you don't lose them, because they're a certain height, so they thread all the way into the threads that are in the knobs. So we'll take these over for cleaning. They're going to go into the solution of stuff. The knobs go in a separate solution, and then anything cast iron will go into this left tub, and once they've come out of this tub they'll go into the other tub, which will give them another sort of clean, and then after that, that's when they're ready to clean up and then picture. But I'm interested to see how well this yellow casserole comes up. It's a size 28, so it's a good size. So if it does come up, and I can see no chips or anything in the enamel, so that's another bonus. It is just grime. So this will sit in for a few days. I can take it out after 24 hours, but I'm in no rush to get them listed. There's plenty of stuff on the store for people to buy up. So we'll leave it in, and it should come up good, hopefully. So onto the unboxing. So the first one here is a eBay purchase. Which is pretty good packaging, exterior wise anyway. We'll see what it's like when we get to the inside. But I'm not purchasing anything now for a while. The store's pretty well built up, so it's a case of just really replacing orders rather than trying to develop a shop up. So we have it's an oval casserole dish, and then not very well packaged. And that's why I grabbed this note here, just to see. I'll have a read in a minute. Size 25, so medium chicken, small chicken sort of size, perfect. And this is the thing you don't want to see. Really annoying. Crack the enamel off, or chip the enamel off, and then actually crack the casserole. So double whammy. So that'll be going back or straight in the skip if they just outright refund. But yeah, it was quite cheap as well. I think that's only cost £21, I think, so there's good profit in it. And I just had a quick glance over this just to see if it said, we take real care, because I will just circled, highlighted that, and then when I send it back, they can maybe improve the way they package things. Because a shoebox with no padding in it is a joke. So there's a negative feedback flying that way, depending on when they get back to me. Then this is a customer return. It's the frying pan that sold a few days ago, or maybe a week ago. Returned as it was no longer needed, which is a bit of a shame, but it's arrived back. The lady's obviously posted back quite quick, so I've not been waiting for it. And obviously once I've inspected it and it's as I sold, then the full refund that way, and then just get it relisted. That's not a problem. But obviously people are entitled to return for whatever reason. There was no complaints or anything. She obviously just changed her mind. There could have been a good chance that she's literally just picked it up and realised that they were a lot heavier than I think what people realise. Because I used to pick them up from Facebook and stuff, and one of the common reasons people used to get rid of their Le Creuset was it's just too heavy and they can't lift it anymore. So I'd put it down to that more than likely. But just get all the padding off. It's all my packaging as well, so she has literally just opened it and seen it, and obviously just not wanting to keep it, which is fair enough. But all the same packaging as well, inside on the actual box. But looking at it, it's identical to what I sent it at. You would know straight away if it's been used or if there's any damage or anything's been swapped, but that's fine. That'll be relisted again after this video is finished, ready for hopefully the next person to buy and keep in use. But it happens, it's part of selling online. But at least it's arrived back in one piece, that's the main thing. I haven't lost out, she won't lose out once I refund her. Then just on to the next customer. So sales wise, we have frying pans again actually. Bit of a frying pan themed video. So this is a real nice kiwi green, which is a rare discontinued colour now. A little bit of chipping on the handle, which the guy all knows about. He sent a few messages back and forth, just confirming the condition. Then the inside has been recoated from the guys that redo the inside of my griddles, frying pans. So it's probably better than what it was the day it was made in terms of the technology and the coating that's used on it now. But a real nice little sale. It's a 20cm Le Creuset call them omelette pans, but it's just a little 20cm frying pan, fully cast iron. Obviously you can use it anywhere, perfect for eggs, all those sorts of bits and bobs. Just a good little spare thing to have if you're not frying like a huge amount of stuff. But again, trying to use a lot of the spare bubble wrap. I got given loads and loads of packaging, which I try and get rid of first before I start using all the paper if I can help it. So we'll get this wrapped up. I'm starting to use Every now, unless it's something really expensive compared to DPD, because DPD only have one drop-off point where I live. All the others are in post office and they're always busy, rammed, and that most post offices don't have the space to accommodate all the parcels I'll take. So I'm giving Every a whirl. So far, no damage, no lost parcels, no delays. Everything's been getting to where it needs to go. Well, probably better than DPD. Certainly quicker at the minute anyway. So anything still pricey, I'll take to DPD and just make the extra trip out. But for the sake of the smaller stuff, I'll trust Every until there's a pattern emerges of things going wrong. But until they do, then I have to trust them. The amount of stick they get in the press, they're probably trying to always up the game anyway, so it's a win-win for everyone. If you are enjoying the videos, please go ahead, like, comment and subscribe. All the support is appreciated. Like I said in a few of the other videos, there will be some changes coming soon. Just trying to get a few things sorted out so we can change the way we do the videos and stuff like that. I've got to get a camera as well, just for the videos rather than always using my phone. That way I can scroll from my phone, then we can see sales that way rather than having to remember figures and all the rest of it on the videos. But easy enough, and it's lighter as well. Even though it's a cast iron frying pan, I think it weighs just under 2 kilos, and that's packaged. So with Every, it goes for £4.6, which is pretty good considering what Royal Mail prices are now. I can't believe that people on eBay still use Royal Mail as their courier. They're an absolute rip-off. The tracking's horrendous. The service is 9 times out of 10 not very good. Just stick to letters and dominate that market. Leave the parcels alone. And this sale is a deep teal signature griddle or skillet, whatever you call them. Real nice condition again. We'll put another business card in there. just keeps people updated for what I'm doing and how I'm running things. Again, using the foam padding, nothing too fancy. A few goes round and then straight in another box again. Sales have been a little bit slower than usual. I'm guessing it's down to the Easter holidays. Well, saying that, once this video was filmed and I edited a few bits, I think another casserole dish went, which if it had gone in half an hour or so earlier, I could have got it wrapped up with these ones I sent out. But I have a 2-day dispatch time, which I'll be changing soon to 1 day. So see if that helps pick sales up, whether it's get a bit more cash in a bit quicker so I can buy more stock. I'm currently on, once the frying pans all go through coatings, probably 50 to 60. I'd like to get the store up to 600-700 items. I think then that'll be a real constant steady flow. So at the minute, probably average around 5 to 600 sales a year. So it's not super time consuming. It's like two and a bit parcels a day it works out, which is one of the reasons I enjoy doing and selling this rather than everything. Don't take up loads of space, it doesn't take up loads of time. It's easy to get to know the brand inside out and hopefully just dominate this side of it onto eBay, really. That's the plan. The plan is to get to a position where I'm pretty much the only one, and then if anything that does come up, I'll be the one to buy it to resell onto my shop. That's the aim. That's why I don't give away what I clean them with. We're all have to make our own look and do our own thing. And I'm happy to share certain things, but not everything. If you liked and enjoyed, please go ahead and like, comment and subscribe. Thank you.